we're going to explain how to delete empty columns in Excel. There are several ways to do this, and we'll cover a few of the most efficient methods. First, we'll look at a manual method suitable for smaller spreadsheets. Then we'll explore using Excel's built-in features for larger datasets. Manually deleting empty columns. This is the simplest approach if you only have a few empty columns. Just visually scan your spreadsheet and locate the empty columns. Click on the column header, the letter at the top of the column, of the empty column you want to delete. Right-click and select Delete. Repeat this process for each empty column. This method is quick for small spreadsheets but becomes time-consuming with many columns. Using Go to Special to select empty columns. For a more efficient method, especially when dealing with many columns, we can use the Go to Special feature. First, select any cell in your data, then press Ctrl+G or CMD+G on a Mac to open the Go To dialog box. Click on Special and choose Blanks. This will select all empty cells in your spreadsheet. Now right-click on any selected cell and select Delete, then choose Entire Column. This will delete all columns containing at least one blank cell. Be cautious, as this may delete columns with some data if the empty cells aren't truly representative of empty columns. To avoid accidental deletions, it's prudent to make a copy of your worksheet before proceeding. 3. Using a VBA macro for advanced users. For those comfortable with VBA, Visual Basic for Applications, a macro offers a highly automated solution. While beyond the scope of a simple explanation, a macro can be written to intelligently identify and delete truly empty columns, meaning columns that contain absolutely no data whatsoever, including formulas that return empty strings. This approach is far more precise than the Go to Special method, especially in complex spreadsheets. Search online for VBA macro to delete empty columns in Excel for examples and tutorials. Remember that incorrectly implemented macros can damage your data, so always back up your work beforehand. 4. Filtering and deleting, alternative method. Another option involves using the filter feature. Select any cell within your data, then go to the Data tab and select Filter. This adds filter dropdowns to your column headers. Click on the drop-down arrow of each column header and deselect blanks. This highlights the columns with at least one value. Columns not highlighted are empty. You can then manually delete these unhighlighted columns by selecting their column header and pressing the Delete key. Remember, this method will only delete columns entirely devoid of any data or formulas. Remember to always save a backup copy of your spreadsheet before making any significant changes. Choose the method that best suits your comfort level and the complexity of your spreadsheet. Using the Go to Special method strikes a good balance between efficiency and ease of use for most situations.